Right guys, I'm in the shed and I'm just having a cup of coffee as normal. Right, so I decided to break Sunday Sunday's video into two. One was just the pigeons, nothing but the pigeons, and the rest of this video is going to just be transplanting those seedlings, transplanting the trees, and then basically we'll give you a look at that, and then we'll wrap that one up for the day as well. So it's still Sunday the 11th of July 2021. Having this cup of coffee guys, and then I'll bring you along. Right guys, I'm over in the growing area. So I brought all the seeds out of the greenhouse, or the tree house, and I've individually put them in individual cells, and it's took me some time and my back is absolutely breaking even working off this height here. So we've got red solid ball lettuce, one in each individual pot. There's actually two in that one. I don't know how I've done that, but yeah, okay, so potentially there's one in each pot. All year round lettuce. We've got kohlrabi down that half, so there's 12 there, 3, 6, 9, yeah, there's 12 kohlrabi, 12 blue kale, curled kale, 12 perpetual spinach, 12 broccoli, 12 rocket, and 12 Swiss chard. And then we've potted up the 6 dwarf trees that we got, and we've got a dwarf pear, dwarf apple, dwarf pear, dwarf sweet cherry, dwarf apple, and dwarf sweet cherry. So there's 2 of each guys. Poor specimens, but they are bare root, and I suppose they've been in darkness in a cardboard box. There was 3 wrapped in a box together with the plastic round and a little bit of soil, and that was it. Some of them barely had a root on at all, but yet I can see they have tried to bud, and actually what this one here has actually tried to leaf out at the top of the box. So we've planted them, we've completely doused them until water was pouring out of the bottom. As you can see, the water's still coming out of the bottom, and we've mulched them off with at least that much good 2, maybe 3 inches of bark. And they're just in these pots as a temporary measure guys. They are going to go in the ground, these, and I'm thinking about putting all the 6 down this fence and doing away with these 2 raised beds. I haven't made my mind up yet, or just planting them in the back side of these raised beds when they're finished, and leave the front sides for growing other veg. So I don't know whether they're going to go in there guys, but I was even thinking about putting them in here, spread out down there, the 6. But then that would be an ideal bed for climbers after potatoes. So I really don't know yet guys. I suppose potentially I could have put them along any one edge of these beds, and still grow, and they'll provide a little bit of shade for some vegetables, and they won't be in the way if they're just down the one edge. They'll go down and come under the path or whatever. But because they're only dwarf, they shouldn't draw the nutrients out of the bed. But I haven't made my mind up. But the thing is, they're planted and they can get started now, guys, and try and get a bit of leaf on at least this year. They might bud up, they may not. All we can do is wait and see. That was back-breaking, absolutely, but at least, well, they're all transplanted, guys, and they're just being watered in. I'll leave them to their own devices, and hopefully that'll keep them going for a week or 2 until I have the energy and time to make some covers for them when we put them into the final planting place. I've had enough. I'm going for a cup of coffee, and I'll give you a final roundup in the shed, guys. Right guys, that took much longer than I thought it was going to, potting up those seedlings. My back was going absolutely mental, it still is. I tried to get them up on a height on the landing of the shed, the new shed, and that was fine, but then I didn't really have the space left on there to lift the compost up there to sort of keep the bowl at the same height, so I was constantly bending into the bagging. Anyways, yeah, I've set my back off again now as well. Oh dear. Right, it's actually 5 to 6 at night, so it's 5:55 p.m. But on a positive note, we've got all the stock birds parted, we've got the hens put in back in their shed, 4 youngsters left to be weaned off, well 6 if you count the 2 in the race loft. They'll all probably come off together about Wednesday. What else did I get done? Oh yeah, filled up all the corn bins, filled up all the water, 25 litre water bottles, ready for tomorrow. Took all the peppers out of the polytunnel and put them outside and just leave them to their own devices. I've pulled one of the, excuse me, I pulled that really badly beaten up aubergine out as well and threw that. And then I went over into the garden and done that, and that's it. And we went over there about 2:30 for to make a start on potting those seeds up. It's now 10 to 6. Potting those seeds up in those 6 little trees. Anyways, a really good job. If I'd left them seedlings any longer, guys, midweek would have been coming up, they'd have been dead. They were looking really anemic in those cells. There was too many in one cell, and they've got a bit leggy as well, but I've bedded them down a bit and hopefully they'll resurrect and keep going for another week or two till I find the energy for to get some cages made and get those beds set up for winter with the final crops. I'm just going to have this cup of coffee, guys, and then I'm calling it a day and going down home for something to eat. I've had nothing to eat all day. As always, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Don't forget to like, dislike or leave a comment in the sections below. Stay safe, guys, and thanks for watching.